School officials violated testing procedures, which potentially gave some students an advantage over others. Now, those are the claims made by one Clayton County educator tonight.
Well, Larry Foster says he's speaking out now so parents can know whether their children are learning what they're supposed to. Foster spoke exclusively to Fox 5's Morse Diggs, who joins us now live from Clayton County to explain. Morse?
Behind me, one of the middle schools, North Clayton. Now, if you have a child or grandchild in the Clayton school system, you know they've got to learn a certain amount of material to pass mandatory tests. Well, this instructor is alleging that some of his colleagues broke the rules, a violation that may have given some kids an advantage.
Well, I knew immediately that that was a violation, and everything in the school seemed to be hush-hush.
A veteran teacher at this Clayton middle school says he could not keep quiet when a colleague informed him that administrators allegedly had allowed teachers to download an exam days before a test was to be given.
Now, tell me, for our viewers who are not in education, what's wrong with that?
Well, what's wrong with it is that you want the students to be able to pass the test and do well on the test without having seen that same information prior to that.
Larry Foster claims his warnings about maintaining the integrity of exams were ignored. He says he was so concerned because the alleged breach came well after the city of Atlanta had its problems deemed criminal with test cheating by some of the city schools.
From that point, I was under attack for my bad evaluations. I had never received a bad evaluation in my entire career.
The veteran instructor went on Facebook, he says, to let the parents of his students know that their kids may not be achieving what they think they're achieving. And within weeks of that exposure, Foster says an official with the superintendent's office came out with the school police officer in uniform to tell him his time at North Clayton Middle was over and he'd have to leave.
Were the students and the parents looking at you as you're being walked out?
The look on their face was just, what did he do? And the police officer I asked him, I said, please, sir, will you let me walk the rest of the way to my car? He said, I have been told to walk you to your car. And he said, okay, I don't see any harm in it. I'll do it. And I walked some kind of way. I made it to my car.
Now, we have this statement from the school system office. The school district vehemently denies any validity to the allegations made by the employee. Further, with respect to any testing irregularity matters, there have been no findings that challenge the integrity of the school system's testing process.